Hello everyone! Today I'm going to be talking about crafting your video content for your space app submission. I'll cover planning a storyline, creating visual assets, and navigating a video editing software. Keep in mind that the video is not your project. It supports your project. So please don't stress about the video. This is meant to be a fun element to your project. First, a little bit about myself. Hi, my name is Victoria Rutledge. I work as an advertising analyst, and I've been involved with space apps since 2018. First, I was a co-lead for the Orlando, Florida location, and then I was an ambassador for the 2020 COVID edition of Space Apps back in May. I'm also a NASA Datanaut, class of 2016, and I was a public relations and journalism intern at the Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex in 2014. So I've been involved with NASA projects for quite a few years now, and I'm very happy to be back for the 2020 Space Apps Challenge. Please reach out to me on LinkedIn if you'd like to chat about one of these programs. I had a few people message me for advice after my last bootcamp video, and I loved speaking to you guys. It makes this program more interactive and genuine when I get to chat with you. But please be aware that I can't give any actual advice for your project submission. Once the hackathon begins, you'll have access to a Rocket Chat, and there you can ask ambassadors and subject matter experts for help at that time. Now on to the video. First up, you'll need to create a storyline. You need to pin down the pieces of content you want to include and decide on the order they should be in. This is your video outline. Your outline can be as detailed or as general as you would like. Some common pieces of content are a team intro, a background of why you chose this project, maybe it's something personal to you, a recording of your project in action, a note about what your team would do next if you had more time and resources, and a thank you slide. These are things I saw in the COVID videos, but these are just ideas. None of these are required. Stick to what's relevant to you and your team. We want quality over quantity. I also need to mention two pieces that are less common but can be very persuasive in your videos. First is an explanation of why your solution is important. I think people forget to include this because it's just so obvious to them. They're too close to the work, and they forget to step back and see the bigger picture. Your video submission is meant to explain the obvious. Strong videos will spell out who you are, why your work is important, and why your work is the best. The second piece is adding audio to the video. If you don't know how to add audio, then you will need to do some Googling to figure it out. If you aren't comfortable speaking in your video, that's okay. You can always add a recording of Google Translator or a copyright-free song. Just add some sort of audio file, because this enhances your visual message. If your audio is missing, then the viewer will first think there's something wrong and keep checking the settings on the video player instead of paying attention to your visuals. So let's talk about some free tools that will help you create your assets. I know about some of these because I use them in my marketing jobs, and others are from just Googling a specific problem when I was making my first bootcamp video back in May. Canva is great for piecing together small graphics to make interesting transition slides and logos. It's similar to PowerPoint, but it's free to use. You don't need a license to access it like you do with PowerPoint. And I think the graphics are higher quality and more visually appealing in Canva. There are also a lot of pre-made graphics, so if you aren't a visual person, you can just stick to their layouts. Pixabay and Unsplash are my favorite sites for free stock photos, but there are a lot of sites out there that have high quality images for free. This is a great solution if you have an important audio piece and need a simple visual piece to help keep the focus on your audio. Free Mockup is a site where you can download Photoshop files that put your logo on common objects. I think the MacBook and iPhone sections could be useful for space apps videos, or maybe the billboard section if your project involves a public service announcement. TinyTake is what I've been using to record all of the demos you've seen in this video. I used the free version, and there was a bit of a learning curve at first, but now I love it. Now that you've created all the content, it's time to put the pieces together in an actual video. If you've never uploaded a video to YouTube before, let me show you what it looks like. Here's my account, and this is where I would click to upload a video. If I try to upload a wrong file type, like a screenshot, then I get this error. Clicking through, I go to a Google support page, and I get a list of appropriate file types. Clicking Video Editing Software takes me to a Wikipedia page where there's a list of free editing software. There are options for both Windows and Linux operating systems. But if you have a MacBook, using iMovie will be an excellent choice. I'm using iMovie right now to piece together the screenshots of my PowerPoint slides, the TinyTake demo recordings, and the audio recordings I made using QuickTime Player. If you have never used video editing software, or if it's been a while since you last used it, I strongly recommend going to YouTube and finding a tutorial of the basics of the software you've chosen. Also look for a tutorial about how to export your final video. The exporting process can be difficult if you don't know what settings to select, so please find a tutorial for that. It also takes a long time to export a video. Give yourself 15 to 30 minutes just to download the file. And those are my tips for creating a video. I hope this clarified some questions around what to expect. Take care and good luck during Space Apps.